Alright. Oh, got a package here from Bull Smoke. So this is how it came in the mail. The only thing I did was, black out my address. So let's go ahead and open it up. There's like a nice little safe spot right about here. And right off the bat, got American Ranger cartridges, sweet vanilla, Turkish tobacco, and let's put that right there. And here's the starter kit, the ranch hand starter kit. Now with this little bit of information. Now I ordered this 8/1/20. I guess maybe 2014 they just put 20. But anyway, it came the 4th. So very good shipping, very good shipping. I mean, real quick, I do want to say this was sent to me. Okay, Bull Smoke actually sent this to me to review, so get that out of the way. So right off the bat, looks like the box got a little dinged up, but don't look like it did anything to it. Also, I'm not a real big box person, okay? I don't care what the box looks like. If this came in a plain white box with just, Bull Smoke Ranch Hand kit written on it, fine. But I do appreciate the kind of cool, I do like this little bull logo right here. I think that's cool. I think I said that in the video I made about the website, but I think it's kind of cool looking. So anyway, let's pop her open. A little magnetic connection. So you got right on top 2 batteries. Both automatic. Both the same size, both white. Got the little Smoke and Bowl logo on there. So I'll just kind of, I don't know how they went, but I'll stick them in there like so. I like this. I like how they give you a little handle to pull that out of there. I like that. And I want to show you real quick. They're in there really good. That finally fell out. And I already pulled it out, so I probably loosened it up more than when it was shipped. So you got a little user manual. Teach you how to use everything. La-di-da. So we got wall adapter. And again, everything's in here nice. Everything fits nice. So let me put this back in here real quick. I mean, not just a little bit of rattle, but nothing's gonna really break. And almost all of these e-cigs are pretty dang durable. So let's just go ahead and kind of dump everything out. There we go. I'll put the box over there for now. So you got wall adapter. There it is up here. Got the little logo on it. I'm gonna put the empty boxes back in here for now. And you got your USB charger. I mean, these things are just in there. And I'm not complaining at all because, again, these are pretty dang durable. I mean, the only thing you could really do is maybe crack the case or something, so the fact that it's just in the box stopped bothering me at all. And that was probably most of the rattling you heard around was this thing right here. This one was in there. It's big enough to where you're not going to get a whole lot of rattle. But again, this stuff is surprisingly durable, so not complaining them at all. Besides, why spend another 2 or 3 cents on packaging if you don't need? So, for those that don't know, you take your battery, you screw it in there. You can plug it into the laptop or USB port, or you can slip it into there and plug it into your wall, which I like. I do like this. Most places, you're only going to get the actual charger. Most of them are USB now. And so, you might have one later on. I've got 5 or 6 floating around somewhere. But if not, they give you one. I like that. That's a nice little bonus. So then I got no cartridges in here. There's supposed to be cartridges in here. think. Or maybe they stopped doing that and they ship them separately. I don't know. So they most likely are just shipping them separately just so you can pick which one you want, I guess. So I got 5 sweet vanilla, 5 American Ranger, and 5 Turkish tobacco. Let me pull the website up real quick. I can give you a little bit on the flavorings. Come on, you. So, we'll start with, well, I'm going to start with American Ranger since it's the first one that pops up. So they say it compares to single leaf Virginia tobacco blends. Turkish tobacco is a Turkish tobacco blend. Not really sure what that is. And I'm not going to bother with vanilla because vanilla is vanilla. So, let's pick... okay, let's do this. Put them on the table. Play around for a little bit. I'm going to start with vanilla. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try one. I'm going to pop one right now. And I'm going to write down, because my notebook actually I've set up for doing reviews is over there. So I'm just going to grab me a piece of paper. And I'm going to write down when I started this. And you know, I'm not going to do it with this one. I'll use another one. And then I'm just going to use it up. And I'm going to get an estimate about how long each cartridge lasts. And then once I'm done with vanilla, I'll use one cartridge of each of the other flavors just to get a kind of an idea about their flavors. Now hopefully these batteries are charged. Now real quick, these things come with little rubber little gaskets on there. And that's it. But okay. It's hard plastic. Hopefully the batteries are charged. Looks kind of nice on there. I don't know. So I'm going to give one little hit right here and then I'll pan up. Wow. That's actually pretty dang good. Not a whole lot of vapor as you saw. A little bit more, but alright, let me pan up. You can actually see my face. I don't know why you want to, but if you want to, there you go. So overall, just the immediate feel of it, about average for a cig-alike type device. Yeah, it's heavier than a regular cigarette, but it's gotta be. As far as size, I think it's about a 100 of a regular cigarette. Let me grab this right here. So there's a AA battery for a little size comparison about how big it is. You know, so it's nothing humongous or small or anything like that. You got, I forgot to show you that, you got the flavor and the nicotine strength on the cartridge, which I really like. Some companies have absolutely nothing on there. Some companies have this little symbol in high or low, but I really like that, because then, you know, like in an hour and a half, 2 hours, let's say I'm done for the minute and I put this away, 2 hours later I pull it back out. I don't have to wonder about what it is. I can just look at it. And I think, let me grab a Turkish tobacco real quick. So that's a yellow one. Get in there. grab one of these American Rangers. Just look at it real quick. Yeah, so these are orange. The Turkish are yellow, and these ones are blue. So just by looking at it, you know what flavor it is, which I like. It's got a not a strong taste, not a real heavy, strong taste, but it's got like an ice cream or vanilla ice cream kind of a flavor to it. That's what my mind goes to when I taste it. It's a good flavor. I mean, on flavors, that depends on the flavor, and it depends on the device. Like, on some of the PV devices, you know, well, anything really. I like some flavors, I like strong, some I don't. This one, it could be a little bit stronger for my tastes, just a little bit, but that's kind of a personal thing. But it's a nice flavor to where, you know, you're just sitting at work or whatever, or hanging out. It's a good flavor, it's nice, but it's not one that I would vape just to vape, you know? But it's a ice cream. Vanilla ice cream is what it tastes like to me. I guess you could call it sweet vanilla. Flavor names are always kind of iffy. But, so real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to use this for a while. At minimum, 1 cartridge each. And I'm going to record battery length. Like, I'm not going to bother with this one right now, but when this one dies out, I'm going to write down what time and what day I started charging it, when it ended, and then I'll use this and estimate how long it took to die out. So, it's really, also real quick, I really like, and this is most manufacturers do, is that the battery is ready to go right out the box. I mean, probably not full charge. I'm just going to assume not, so that's why I'm not going to bother calculating anything. But I like it. You can pop it out, screw your cartomizer on, and vape away immediately. I do like that. Let me look through anything interesting in here. I do have a manual battery, which I'm not sure if I'd like or not, you know. I mean, I'm used to using a manual on my other units, but yeah, neither one of these are manual. It would have there's a picture of it in here. You can see it on the website, where it's just a little battery. Little button you'd push right there. Little troubleshooting section. Oh, when using a bowl smoke cartridge with automatic battery, prime the new. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't even think about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. As you saw, I just stuck it on there and went, and started puffing it, didn't have any problem. So, there's a little light, a little LED, I guess you probably won't be able to see it. A little LED right above or right below the bowl smoke emblem right there that's going to turn green when it's charged. I guess it's going to be red when you're not. Oh, interesting. You can reset the battery. If your battery is not charged, even after your charger's LED turns green, you should reset the battery. Remove any flavor cartridge presently inserted and blow vigorously inside your battery 4 times, avoiding contact with your lips. This should reset the battery and allow it to charge properly. Interesting. I'm not going to try it, but... So, there's the initial feeling, or initial feel out of the Bolt Smoke e-cig. So far, very satisfied with it. I'm going to test something. I didn't see it in there, but I didn't read it. Most of them have a 10-second lockout. So I'm going to go ahead and try and draw on this thing for about 10 seconds. And see if it shuts off. It should. Most of them flash like 10 times or what have you. I need to look at my phone so I can see what I'm doing. Wow. Woo! Well, I didn't see a cutoff. Woo! So, yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Okay? I'm not saying it's a good thing. You know what? Yeah, it's kind of a good thing, because if you happen to have the lung capacity and you want to do that, you can. On a lot of them, you can't. That was harsh. Wow. One thing I want to check real quick before I finish up is the connections. I want to see if this is a no, it's not. I can automatically already tell. So it's not a 510 connection, because the threads are on the battery, not on the cartridge. So it's not a 510 connection. So like I said, I'm gonna keep on smoking this thing or vaping it, and we'll switch to the other flavors, and I'll tell you about those when the time comes. Okay, final thoughts on the Bolt Smoke Ranch Hand Kit. Box, like the box. Again, I don't care what it looks like, but it's a good, strong, sturdy box. I got everything out of it, but you know, packaging is nice. Everything's in, you know, the 2 batteries come in a nice little piece of, you know, foam, nice and hard. Nice little latch or grippy thing here. Yeah, nice instruction manual. Pretty decent. Comes with a wall adapter, which is a nice little bonus. USB charger. Everything's all nice in there. The unit, pretty decent battery power, length. Let me get my notes. Let me tilt this down to. There we go. The charge took from a dead battery to fully charged took about an hour, 9 minutes. Cartomizers lasted around 7 hours. And then from a fully charged to a dead battery took about 5 hours. So, yeah, you're talking pretty good performance out of this thing. On the charger, when you screw it in there and plug it in, it's going to be red. Actually, use a extension cable here, if I can find one. I don't know if it's gonna. So it's green now. Tip flashed. Okay, so this one's pretty much fully charged, but it'll go like that. Now, There's actually a second LED in there, and it's a red one, and it'll glow red when it's dead. If I remove this, it might go red. No. So it'll glow red, and it'll flash green every every while, and then it'll slowly start flashing green more and more, and then it'll start being green and flash red until it just stays green. One minor complaint about this is just me. It's really not a big issue, but I don't like having it just stuck in there like that. But that's just me. Overall performance, like I said, the time's right. The flavorings, this is American Ranger. It kind of sort of tastes like a regular cigarette. This one's dying out on me, but been using this for 4 or 5 days, I think. The Turkish tobacco. The Turkish tobacco to me is a little bit lighter of a tobacco flavor. Yeah, this one's almost completely dead. It's still a nice tobacco-y flavor. Just a little bit on the lighter side. And then the sweet vanilla. It has a hint, a little bit less. When you first put it on there, it's pretty good for maybe an hour or so. Then it slowly starts to die off, which it's going to do. But even now, this is... ain't got a whole lot in there, but it's still got a hint of vanilla flavoring. At first it tastes kind of like vanilla ice cream. Now it just kind of has a vanilla taste to it. My biggest complaint, and it's not a big one, is actually being resolved. You don't have a case, but you're coming out with a personal charging case. So that was my biggest issue, and it's been resolved. $29.90. I think. Let me go back and make sure. Give you the exact price. So the starter kit is $29.95. Cartridges are $12.95, I believe. Yep, $12.95. Batteries are all $14.95 for a single battery. They have 3 different sizes. 65 millimeter, 79 millimeter, which is this one, and 110 millimeter. So they come in white, black, silver, and orange, and manual, which is that little button right about there, and automatic like this one. So it's a regular old cig-like device. Nothing extraordinary, nothing fancy. But the real good deal is it was like 30 bucks for a 2-battery kit and 10 cartridges. And I believe the cartridges that they send you are the 2 tobacco flavored cartridges, which is the American Ranger and the Turkish tobacco, which makes sense because most people get these to replace cigarettes, so give them a tobacco-y flavor. They come with grape. Let me get this up real quick. Other than, obviously, American Ranger, Refined Blend, and Turkish tobacco, which is our tobacco flavors, and they got menthol breeze, coffee, sweet vanilla, cherry blast, peppermint ice, chocolate, and grape. So the only other real complaint I have, and it's common amongst these devices, is sometimes you'll get a little bit of juice coming out the tip, and it's not really coming out. Because it's an automatic when you draw on it, As soon as you stop, there's still a little bit of vapor that's stuck in the tube in here, and when you're done, it basically just returns to a liquid state, and so it builds up in here, and it's not so bad if you keep it like this, but if you turn it vertical or horizontally, sometimes it'll condense in here enough and it'll start to come out the tip a little bit, but it's not a big deal. You just wipe it off. You know, I normally just rub it on my shirt because I'm like that, but so, and that's pretty common with these devices, just simply because, like, on the automatic devices, I sucked all the vapor out. It stops as soon as I take my finger off that button. So if you have the manual battery on this, that won't be an issue. But for 30 bucks for what you get, it's pretty good. It's not a 510 connection, so you're not going to be able to connect to a lot of different devices with this. But again, 30 bucks, pretty decent flavor, even after you've used the cartridge for a while and it's kind of quit now. I think this is exactly the one, but I kind of shut it off, or changed it out early, just so I can try the other flavors a little more. I've probably used 2 or 3 of each one so far. And again, a decent flavor, decent vapor production. You're not going to get the same type of vapor out of one of these, out of a Sig-Like, as you will out of a tank system. It just won't do it. You know, I mean, you get a good amount, but you're going to get more out of that because you have more customization on it. But for what it is, it's great. I mean, so there you go. That's Bull Smoke.